welcome back to a new episode of Mpowered. In this podcast series, we endeavor to spotlight Mphasis initiatives that nurture our Mphasians. Here, you'll hear everyday stories from some of our empowered Mphasians from across the organization and geographies. Today, we have with us one such Mphasian, Anita Singh. Hi, Anita. Please introduce yourself to our listeners.
Hello, everyone. As you heard, I'm Anita Singh. I lead marketing services for Mphasis. My journey with Mphasis started 19 years ago and has been an extremely interesting one. From starting off as a 5-member team, we are now nearly 15 people strong. I have had the privilege of working on several M&As during this time and have helped integrate these subsidiaries into the Mphasis family. I have learned a lot through this time spent in Mphasis, and I look forward to sharing some of these learnings with you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And once again, a very warm welcome to this podcast series. So, in today's episode, we want to talk with you about the Mphasian principle work for each other, what it means, how it affects the work culture, and how you embody the principle in your personal and professional life. So, could we start with what work for each other means to you and how it translates into customer service?
Certainly. The journey towards success is always a collective effort of people working together to contribute towards the larger goal of the organization. And the work for each other principle embodies the essence of this collaboration, mutual support, and success. It means we value and respect the contribution of every individual, irrespective of their position or role, and recognize that each person's effort is equally crucial to achieve this objective. At the heart, work for each other emphasizes the importance of teamwork and a shared sense of responsibility. It often entails going beyond personal aspirations, ambitions, and helping others achieve their goal. This approach creates a supportive and inclusive environment where team members uplift and empower each other, ultimately leading to higher performance and productivity. We have seen that the principle also underlines the significance of empathy and understanding. By acknowledging and empathizing with the challenges faced by colleagues, we foster a culture of care, camaraderie, where individuals are willing to lend a helping hand and provide support where needed. This spirit of collective effort extends to all aspects, and one such example is, during a large deal pitch. This is an opportunity for us to showcase collective expertise and make impactful presentations. Different individual skills are aligned and contribute to forming a seemingly and compelling narrative, keeping at the heart what the client's objective is. I'll recap an incident that we had of a global client visiting us a long time ago in Bangalore. The visit was not going the way we wanted it to. And to prevent it from backfiring on us, we had to think on our feet and course correct during the day. We had the opportunity, as day 2 was in Pune. We rewrote the storyboard overnight and got the Pune team to transform our training room into an impressive demo room. It was challenging because everybody had to work around their schedules, give the same kind of dedication to make this a team effort. And we pulled it off, leaving a satisfied client. To sum up the essence of this, work for each other is a guiding principle that promotes a positive and productive work environment. It's integral to Mphasis DNA, and by embracing the principle, we unlock the true potential of our organization, foster growth, innovation, and success.
Right. That was a very interesting and quite a refreshing take on that principle, work for each other. Could you also please share with us and our listeners some real-time examples of where the work for each other principle came to life at Mphasis?
Absolutely. 2 instances really stand out in my mind, and this was in 2014 when we decided to undergo a complete brand refresh, which means changing the logo along with everything else that goes with it. I was based in the US then and working nights to keep up with the team in India. When the launch date was approaching, I discovered very little progress had been made. However, within 2 weeks, we got every department and team to come together and collaborate. It was a massive undertaking involving communications, marketing, branding, admin, finance, and the CIO team. Everyone across the organization rallied together, and that unity of purpose resulted in a seamless brand refresh.
Right, that's really impressive. And it's amazing how remarkable things can be achieved when everyone's working together. What about the second instance that you mentioned?
This again was another brand refresh we undertook in 2018. We received the approval of the new logo and tagline just 20 days prior to the launch. It gave us a very tight framework, and we had to work with multiple people, both internally and externally, to pull this off. Again, we got everybody on board, put together a core team to collaborate, delegated responsibilities, ensured each member took ownership of their task. It was a remarkable display of teamwork, and we managed to get all the elements, including a new website, up in that short period. I have experienced the spirit of collaboration and working for each other even during the 11 mergers and acquisitions that Mphasis has made. There were challenges integrating companies with diverse management styles in the organization, but we brought them into the fold through the culture of support and integration. The principle, work for each other, played a significant role in making the transition smooth and fostering a feeling of belonging for the new employees. That is very important because most often the employees of those companies feel alienated and slightly distant, and they don't often know how to reach out to feel a sense of belonging.
Yes, of course. And it's evident that collaboration is key to achieving such big, ambitious goals and remarkable outcomes. So, what would your advice be to somebody who's just joining the company then?
Yeah, take time to understand and engage with the key individuals at all levels across the organization. Find that one person who can help you navigate. Very often it could be somebody in the team, it could be somebody in another team. And building a relationship with these people who are your allies, I would use the word, but more like members of different teams, is very, very important. Sometimes you will not have somebody holding your hand, especially in large organizations where everybody is doing multiple things at the same times. So reaching out proactively often helps, and connecting with as many people is always important. You have to find out who those individuals are that can impact your role and those that will, work very closely with you, establish a positive equation with them and create strong support system, let me say, and foster a culture of work for each other. Because at the end of the day, while they might work for you, you also can work with them. Most people are often willing to share their knowledge and expertise, and leveraging help can be a game changer in achieving, your end goals. Adopting this collaborative approach will enrich your experience and contribute to the company's overall success.
Great. It's been such an insightful conversation here with you, Anita. We've covered real life experiences where the principle of work for each other has been embodied and seen the positive impact it has created. So, this brings us to the end of this podcast. Thank you so much for your time and for being part of Mphasis Empowered.
Thank you so much. I found the sharing very interesting and glad I had the opportunity to do so.
We will be back with another episode of the Mpowered podcast to take a look at a different EVP principle very soon. So stay tuned.